Hello everyone, welcome to the Serial Hobbyist YouTube channel. If this is your first time stopping by, thank you so much for visiting. If you're one of my subscribers, I appreciate you as always for the support. If it's your first time here, this is a channel where I am sharing my love of the game of backgammon, but more specifically, my love of really awesome, well-crafted backgammon boards. Those come in all sizes, small, large, affordable, more luxurious. But what I have on the table today is very unique and the first time I've had anything like this on the channel. This is the beach board from McGee Studios. It is a beach towel, it is a backgammon board, it is a whole lot of fun to travel with, and we caught a lot of eyes at the pool when we pulled this sucker out. I'm really excited to share it with you today. Before I dive into things though, if it's your first time here, I'd love to earn your subscription by the end of this video. If you like backgammon content, which I imagine you do if you're watching this, hopefully you subscribe and hit that notification bell by the end. If you're not going to be doing that today, you're like, I'm not sure about this guy, leave a comment, let me know what you think of this board or any other boards you'd love to see featured here on the channel. I really appreciate all of your support, and I hope to keep bringing you backgammon reviews for a long time. Now, this board, again, McGee is the studio. I found them on Instagram. Remington, who runs the NYC Backgammon Club, posted about this board. It totally caught my eye. I hadn't seen anything like that, so I reached out to see if we could get one on the channel, and thankfully we could. Now, what's really nice about ordering a beach board is this seems to be like a very homemade operation. Someone is hand packing these. The person that runs the beach board actually like signed a card, like a handwritten note for me, and put it in the box, and it seems like that is done with every order. So I really appreciate that personal touch, and you can tell that they are passionate about making this board, about bringing people together, about having something functional and something that's fun and whimsical at the same time. So I really like that. It comes in this box right here. It's very well packed. I'll actually just open this up just so I can show you. This is what the note looks like that was sent to me. There's also this handy how to play guide with instructions on the back that you can share with people who've not played backgammon before, so if you give this as a gift. And then in the bottom of the box there's also instructions, and it was very well packed, a really nice presentation. But of course you're not here for reviews of a backgammon board packaging, you want to hear about the board itself. Now, there's not really going to be a need to like open anything up or do any talking about the exterior of the board, other than to say that this is a beach towel. I would say more like a beach mat. It's very large. It's extremely soft. It's really comfy to sit on and play on. And you also get this small drawstring bag included with it that has your checkers, your dice, and your doubling cube, which we are going to take a look at in just a moment. Now, because this is quite a large beach towel, like it's compact in the sense that it takes up less space than a traditional backgammon board, but it's still got some size to it. We'll whip out the old measuring tape in just a moment and do some measurements, but just be aware, like, I put this in my suitcase as a last minute thing because I got it like right before I left for Orlando last week, and it was a tight squeeze, but we made it work because I really wanted to take this to the pool and play with it. So again, towel in the box, small little drawstring bag. Love the design on this, really well made, good thick material. The string on the drawstring is very nice, and then inside you've got checkers, dice, and doubling cube. So let's put the camera overhead, we'll get some close-up shots of this and we'll talk about it. Alright, so to start things off, I don't have much in the way of an unboxing here. I wanted to lay this out on the table, and I needed to do that before I set up the camera because this thing is large. Lengthwise, 6 feet in length. And I didn't show this earlier on the video, but there's this nice kind of frilly tassels here at the end of the board. This is the Nantucket model, I believe, with the red, white, and blue. Looks absolutely fantastic. Very summery, very 4th of July. I really like it. Now, so 6 feet this way. Width of the total towel this way is 39 inches. Okay, about 39. But let's do the backgammon board itself. So the board on the towel comes in at 20 inches in length, very standard size there. 23 in width, which I imagine if we had a bar, you'd get about 24, but we just have this line here. And then points, each point across is about 1.75 inches. about 1.75 inches, okay? Now, as I mentioned, really soft material, nice embroidery here with the designs, the colors pop, very high contrast. It just looks really great. And when I took this to the pool, like, people were stopping and craning their heads the entire time. Now, the bag that the pieces come in is a nice canvas. It has matching colors. It has the beach board logo on it. And again, thick, very high quality here. So let's dump everything out. Sorry, my vacuum just decided to do an update in the middle of that. So we've got all our pieces dumped out here. We've got our dice and our doubling cube, and then our checker. So let's go through these individually. Now the dice, everything in this setup is made of wood, which is perfect for the beach, being around water. This is like a nice coated wood. You can see they've got some sort of protectant on them. The dice are good. They're a great size for the board. They are very lightweight in the hand. They've got rounded corners, which I love to see. There are a couple, like, I can't remember it was one of these darker die, like the 5 is just kind of barely starting to go onto the edge of the dice, so like not perfectly centered points on them. I had to like stop and like look up close to see it. It didn't like strike me right off the bat, but that's something like maybe a QC issue we could get fixed in the future. The doubling cube, good ratio. I'm gonna start using this in videos, like ratio of doubling cube to dice, much bigger. I mean, probably double, 2.5x the size, which I like to see. I don't like when my doubling cube's the same size as the dice. This is also wood. It's got kind of this like engraved points on it. The numbers are very legible and centered on this as opposed to some of the dice. So doubling cube is great, good weight in the hand. So we'll put that off to the side. Now there's no cups included in the set. I think for portability's sake, you could probably fit some in this bag. So maybe that's something, matching cups we could include in the future with a trip lip if you wanted to appeal to the hardcore backgammon crowd. But I think this is more, you know, a gift lifestyle piece than like a serious tournament board. The checkers are made of wood, feels like the same as the dice. They are quite lightweight, which is good if you're traveling with this. Very nice finish on them, all equal in size, nice and round, no chips or nicks. They have the same kind of glossy protective coating on them, which is really great. And you know, we always talk about fitting the checkers across the points. It's not quite the same when we don't have like a frame or a bar here, but the fit of the pieces is nice. Now it's a towel for Pete's sake, so there is space between the checkers, but they slide really well across the points, which I like. Okay, so that's more of an important thing to me than fitting perfectly across the board. And again, this is meant for convenience. This is meant for taking a board where you wouldn't take other boards, and so I really like that about it. Now let's run the checkers here. Length of the points, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 across. Yeah, these checkers, let's get a measurement on these. These are coming in at 1.5 inches, pretty much on the dot. So good sizing there with the checkers, and again, very uniform with these, which I like to see. Okay, so let's set this up a bit, do a couple rolls, and I'll overlay some B-roll footage. I took this to a conference I went to in Orlando. It came the day I left, so it was perfect timing. I really wanted to be able to sit by the pool and play this with friends, and it excelled at that. People, I said this before, but everyone that walked by was like looking like, what is that? Had a couple people stop and say like, oh, that's really neat. What are you guys playing? Like people that hadn't ever really played backgammon got to talk to them about it. It was a great conversation starter. So if you're looking to share the game with strangers out and about, this is an awesome way to do it. It fit perfectly across a beach lounger at the pool. And when we weren't playing, I draped it and it was much larger than the pool towels, and it was super comfy to relax on. So let's get a couple rolls in here. Okay, 5, 6, 5. We'll do dark's gonna take that. Let's get our light roll here. 3 and 1 for light. So some pretty standard rolls here. 6 and 1. I think we'll probably just do the same over here. Great opening. 6 and 1. Okay, 6 and 1. Now what do we do here when we've already taken the checker off the 8 point over here, right? 6, yeah, the 8 point. Let's see. Can't really do, I mean, the only good 6 is here, and then maybe we just bring this here to block our opponent's 6 away, probably. Okay, strategists, tell me down in the comments. 6 and 4. We can't get out with that guy. So maybe we'll just come down with 2 builders here. Do a couple more rolls for you guys. 6 and 2. And I think white's gonna have to hit here. So again, there's not a bar in the center, but you've got this nice line. Pretty easy to stack things there and play. Let's see. Ooh, 5 and 1 here. So we'll come in on the 1, and then for our 5, do we hit here or do we come down with another builder? But then we're stripping the midpoint, right? So my gut says this. I'm kind of intrigued by the gameplay here, so we're going to do a couple extra rolls. 6 and 2, 2, and then with our 6, that feels like a safe option. No, I think that feels right. All right, this could probably go on for a while, so let's cut to the outro and give some final thoughts on this board. Well, there you have it. That is the beach board from McGee. This is an awesome thing to have. A fantastic gift for the backgammon player in your life. A fantastic addition to your own collection if you spend a lot of time by the pool or you frequent the beach. Overall, it's extremely well made. The quality is there. The softness of the material, the thoughtfulness that went into choosing these specific checkers and doubling Cuban dice and the little accents like the bag all make up for a very high quality handmade product. I'm really impressed with this, and I'm really happy to have it in the collection. Summer is upon us. This thing is going out with us a ton this summer. I'll make sure to upload some pictures to the YouTube channel. So thanks so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments on this board, and also let me know what else you'd like to see here on the channel. I appreciate you watching. Hopefully I've earned that subscription, and I will see you guys next time.